Hey, how's it going? It's your mystical tarot Katsumi here, and I've got a timeless reading just for you. I trust the universe has guided you here right on time, so take what resonates and let the rest gently float away. Now, let's hop in and see why a second chance is appearing in your path. Ooh, okay, so somewhere around December, there's going to be something around the lines of guaranteed success. Ooh, okay. We do have a couple of holidays popping up sometime around there. But yeah, it looks to be that within your career, something special is going to be happening in December. I mean, I'm honestly getting bonus vibes. Okay. Fingers crossed on that one, for real. And yeah, Mountain Road. You are on a road to success. Wow, we're definitely getting a lot of success vibes. And rabbits are lucky too, so too much concern. Ooh, but it's with physical matters. Okay, very interesting. So May and June might be of significance as well too. Definitely getting like summery vibes too. But yeah, I wonder what this has to do with physical matters. So maybe there's some sort of second chance in terms of like how you're being, like I'm getting like almost like physically seen, or how you're being presented, and you're getting a second chance to show up in your most authentic self or your genuine self. Getting a sense of that. Ooh, okay. There's also a sense of a younger man, a younger woman that's popping up here. Okay, so maybe siblings, or perhaps just individuals in your workplace that are much younger. Okay, these might be like interns or people just new to the career, right? There's a sense that you were also feeling tied down or frustrated by something too in the past. You're getting a second chance to overcome that. Definitely getting vacation vibes too as well. Okay, because of your hard work. All right, you're going to be able to celebrate and just have fun enjoying yourself too, which is really nice to see. I love that energy, yeah. And just new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start is on its way. Yeah, so December, May, June, looks like vacation's on its miss. You might be going on vacation sometime in December. Okay, and you're working hard within your career. You're definitely on a road to success, all right? And yeah, universe is just asking you to don't worry too much about your physical appearance or how you personally show up, but it is important to care about your personal brand at work, but not so much to the point where it kind of, almost like it dictates everything that you do, right? But yeah, you're going to be able to celebrate, have fun, enjoy the fruits of your labor, okay? And you're going to be doing that on vacation. So you're going to be vacationing soon, whether you take PTO time or, your job just decides to give you pay time off. This is a great opportunity to recoup and just kind of almost get like detached from everything and just allow yourself to recover from the things you felt tied down to or frustrated from. Right? And then you can come back renewed from that, right? People are going to be seeing you in a much different fashion. And yeah, that's just going to guarantee your success for the future. Okay? It looks to be that you're also thinking about your long-term position within your career and something that is very satisfying to you as well. But this might also be tied to your finances too, and how you're investing and thinking about your long-term revenue and how it's growing and accruing over time. Yeah, money strategy for sure. Why spending long-term game? You're really just thinking about those investments, that long-term investment. Some of you might be bankers, you might be in the military, or you're some sort of leader, okay, which is probably why you have to deal with younger individuals in your particular field who are, there's a bit of an age gap there, right? Definitely getting that, okay? But you're rising above anything that's happening at work, whether that's personally, professionally. You're also rising above your money issues within, even within business as well. Your business is taking off, you're profiting, okay? And some of you also might be doing some sort of spiritual work, maybe some sort of life purpose. But I'm getting coach, teacher, something along the lines of like you mentor others that are younger than you, which is probably why you have that kind of like spiritual life purpose work that's going on there. Something that provides a mission. I'm getting charity work, nonprofit as well. Yep. Okay, Buddha. So some of you might be Buddhists, but regardless of that, there is a sense of life purpose that you're fulfilling. And it's really just about that, something that like surpasses the almost like the currency or the value of money itself. That spiritual wealth, you're really building that at this time within how you are operating within your career. Yeah, definitely getting some counselor vibes too. You're just being guided to mentor others, and you're just on this divine path within your career. So a lot of second chances appearing in your path along just guiding others on their journey and just allowing your work to satisfy you in the sense of that you're giving back to others, in that sense of spirituality. Just going through a lot of spiritual work, really. And yeah, you're going through some sense of financial growth as well. You're coming to fruition in terms of like you're harvesting all the seeds that you have sown. So you're definitely coming into that abundance. Definitely getting a sense of that outdoor job, so that farming, that something along the lines of like a gardener, someone who picks fruits or flowers. There's also some sense of family business around that, which is very stable. Okay. And there's also some lucrative ideas that you're coming across or creating at this time, which is bringing in new sources of income and inspiration. Okay. So you're definitely creating something at this time for some of you. You're being an entrepreneur, you're creating new jobs, not only for yourself, but for other individuals. You're just being very creative in that. So that's definitely opening up new paths and second chances for you. So if things are not working out in your current career, you're opening up new pathways and second chances for you to manifest the career of your dreams through your entrepreneurial work. Ooh, interesting. Okay, universe says this one, frozen. Interesting. There may be a hiring freeze or no new work now. Being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow-up gets you in the door. That's interesting. Definitely giving me that December vibe. So if you are going through some sort of, I'm getting like some of you are interviewing for a new opportunity. You haven't heard back from them. Definitely follow up, okay? Especially if it's like you interviewed in May, June, right? Normally it takes like 6 months to go through an entire interviewing process or before they even start going through the calls and the, what do they call it? Like it's like the interview, like you have like, I forgot the name of it, but you have multiple cycles. Like you have like round 1 interviews, round 2, round 3, round 4. You're just going through the phases of it. And it feels as though some of you have gone through that, and it's like they're doing a hiring freeze at that company, so they may not reach out to certain candidates or any of the candidates that they interviewed. But if you reach out, you might hear back from them, okay? And for those of you who haven't necessarily been doing any sort of interviewing, if you've experienced some sort of hiring freeze within your company, May, June, yeah, just keep doing your work. Don't leave yourself out in the cold during that time. You might want to very well start interviewing for new opportunities, and that's what's really going to open up a second path for you in terms of just job opportunities in general. Illumination. Yeah, something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. Yeah, I was definitely getting that vibe. Just there's something out there waiting for you. It's a second chance for that new opportunity. So universe is just almost like illuminating that idea and frequency. Yeah, so for those of you who are looking for new opportunities, go forth and do that. That's really going to allow you to just, almost like open up the floodgates I'm getting, right? You're just allowing yourself to take in all the new job opportunities and all the options available to you, right? You're not being at a stalemate, all right? You're just allowing yourself to take any and every option that's coming your way because you're open to the infinite possibilities of things, okay? Yeah, you're also getting a sense of unfolding. So access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. Yeah, keep going, keep growing. You've got this. So your second chance is really just allowing you to create more prosperity for yourself in your career. Okay, you got a sense of adventure as well. You're making exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. Yeah, we definitely got that with that vacation vibe. You're celebrating, you're having fun, you're enjoying. You're also being, with your creative ideas, you're going through new adventures and ventures, and you're just starting fresh, right? And you will need to climb steady to reach your financial goals and also professional goals. Yeah. So be willing to take on those new adventures, okay? That's really going to open up new opportunities for you. Okay, and you're called to serve as a mentor. Yeah, I was definitely getting that vibe in the beginning of the reading with the younger man and woman. But yeah, you're being called to mentor someone or as a role model and guide someone so you can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. So For some of you, a new opportunity around your work environment might very well be, hey, you need to mentor this intern or this new individual at work or something like that, or just help people elevate in their career as well, which is going to allow you to elevate. A great way of thinking about this is like, the way that I see this is like every company has some sort of like hierarchy, right? And the person at the top, they're going to need someone else to what it is, like inherit their position in the future. So they're almost like thinking of their successor. And so you have to see it in that way too, right? By you training and mentoring somebody, think of them as your successor, because when you get a promotion and you elevate to the next level in your career, they'll be taking that spot that you are leaving behind, and that's fulfilling the never-ending cycle, right? Of good fortune and prosperity for everyone involved, right? On your journey. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay, ooh, interesting. You may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. Yeah, there's definitely getting a vibe of like you might be changing some sort of department. Like you might be going from one role to the next, or you're changing departments, or you might be completely changing your career altogether. For those of you who are doing internships, right? So definitely got a vibe of that for sure. Okay, so let's check out your spread as well. See what other energies are popping up for you and why a second chance is appearing in your path. Ooh. That's interesting. So you have the sun, right? So the sun is all about the sense of joy and clarity coming out. You have very successful outcomes, right? So much so that it's full of life and vitality and happiness around you. And you're really showing up in a sense that you are really caring about yourself. You're not letting things tie you down or frustrate you because you've already gone through that cycle. I'm getting a very mature mindset from you. Yeah, and with that high priestess right in your what's helping or hindering you at this time. Very interesting to see that you have an inner truth and knowing about things that are mysterious, things that are secretive. You're just utilizing your intuition about every which way within your career. Anything that's happening, you're using that intuition, you're using your spirituality and your sense of belief to allow you to traverse forward. You are having some sense of tower moment in your subconscious and your influence, which is really interesting to see, because when we see the tower in the subconscious influence, you're kind of just collapsing the way that you think about things before. So I'm very intrigued to see what will happen, what was happening in your future. I mean, your past, this stance here. But for the most part, things are almost going through an awakening for you because of the truths that are happening, because of the shocks and the ruins that might have occurred. Okay, so you're just going through like a mental. I was getting the word rewind, mental rewind, or something like where you're just kind of reevaluating everything that you've endured in your past situation, which is why that second chance is now appearing in your path, because you've elevated the way and switched up the way that you're thinking, so much so that you have a tower moment where things are just like coming to like a close in that way. Things are collapsing and then rebuilding itself back up. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so this is what I got for your past. Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands. Interesting. Eight of Swords. So with that Eight of Swords, there was some sense of like deception happening in your past, right? So you might have endured deception at work. Things that were very fearful. Maybe the job that you're at created secrets. They weren't telling people what was happening. I'm getting a sense that but some of the job freezes that were happening in the past, it created a lot of fear, because whenever there's like some sort of hiring freeze or job freeze, that's when layoffs happen, and that creates like deception on like what's really happening. It might have created mental blocks for you. For those of you who weren't impacted by some sort of hiring freeze or weren't laid off, it still created a sense of fear regardless. So many of you are just thinking about that and going through it. So I'm assuming that's why your subconscious influence is going through this tower moment of how you felt about past situations in your career, which is because you're reevaluating and you're just like going through that introspective, retrospective phase. You're able to give yourself a second chance on how you view your career path, right? There's also a sense of Queen of Wands here too. So with that Queen of Wands, definitely getting a sense of like confidence and warmth around things. You're definitely creating things. You're definitely being a leader in your career in the past. But there's also still things that are happening there that was just not like that was almost deceptive in that regard. Yeah, it's interesting. Nine of Pentacles in your goals and ideals. That's quite nice to see. You have a sense of self-worth, right? You're independent. There's a sense of luxury here and reward as well. Okay, so you're very focused on your I'm almost getting you very focused on getting the recognition you deserve. I got that feeling here. And you're also really thinking about just like knowing your self-worth, understanding that what it is that you've acquired and gained is because of your self-worth. You have a sense of luxury and a sense of pride in that as well. Yeah, very prideful of what it is that you were able to create and manifest for yourself within your career at this time. In your near future, you come up with as like the Nine of Cups, right? You're very content and satisfied in your current career situations. You are wishful still on things of the future, things that are coming your way, but you have all these cups in your background here. You have them lined up. You're able to almost like, it's almost as though like you've won this trophy after this like marathon that you've ran, and you're able to put up all your trophies in the behind you and pose with them, because so much so to the point where it's like you have this sense of connection and satisfaction with what it is that you've acquired. And so that's really nice to see. Okay, and in your current approach, in terms of how you're just maneuvering towards your final outcome, you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So with the Queen of Pentacles, you're really coming forth in the sense of being rooted and resourceful about how you are planning for your future success, okay? You're nurturing your success, and you're being very wise about that as you move forward too, okay? And then within your environment, you have a sense of justice as well. So it's just really just emphasizing even more that that sense of like balance, fairness, and accountability. You take accountability for what it is that's happening in your environment, and even if there's nothing you can do, like in that particular situation, you still have a sense of control and balance and understanding. Like, this is what's happening. This is what I can do. I'm just going to traverse forward. I understand my truth. I have an inner knowing of things, right? Yeah. So you're just moving and grooving. There's also a sense of and what you need to know is the Five of Pentacles. So at this time, what you need to know is that any losses and hardships that you're going through that might create some sense of exclusion or isolation within your career path, is that this is only going to make you stronger as you move into your final outcome, okay? But what you need to know is that these things will occur, but right around the corner, you do have that sense of Six of Wands, right? I mean, wow, Six of Wands. They said Six of Wands instead of Six of Swords. We'll go into the Six of Wands, but, well, actually, the Six of Wands, you have like an undercurrent energy of Six of Wands. You have a sense of victory and recognition, pride and reward with Six of Wands, but you also have this immediate energy in your final outcome of Six of Swords. So you are transitioning, you're healing and recovering. You're able to move on and move forward from your existing situation. And it's interesting to see that, because that Five of Pentacles is really just solidifying that even though you're going through hardships, you're able to transmute that into positive energy, that you're just moving forward constantly and never letting that affect you. So yeah, you're allowing yourself to, you're almost like taking charge of your destiny, and which is why you're able to receive those second chances that are appearing in your path at this time. But yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and join our cozy community by subscribing. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.